So you want to buy a house in Seattle. You know it's expensive, but what you probably don't know is the exact number you actually need to walk through that door as a homeowner. Not a rough guess, the real number. Down payment, closing costs, prepaids, reserves, every dollar the lender actually wants to see accounted for. Most buyers get blindsided by costs they never knew were coming and either blow their timeline or make a decision from a place of panic. This video is going to walk you through every single dollar you need, using a real Seattle price home as a working example, so you can sit down with your actual bank statement and know exactly where you stand. Hey, I'm Kenny Pleasant, Seattle real estate agent with Next Home Prolific. I help first-time buyers navigate this market every single week, and this is the question I get more than almost any other. How much do I actually need? The honest answer is, it depends on a few choices you make, and today we're walking through all of them. I also put together a free first-time buyer checklist in the description below. It maps out all of these numbers in one place so you can reference it after you watch. The link says checklist, grab it before you leave. Let's build the full picture. We're going to use $800,000 as our working home price. That's just below the current Seattle median and is a realistic entry point for a first-time buyer in this market. If your target price is higher, scale the percentages up and the math stays the same. The first piece is your down payment, and this is where most people have been handed completely wrong information. You do not need 20% down to buy a home. That number is old school conventional wisdom that stopped reflecting reality a long time ago. Here's what you actually need. The minimum for a conventional loan as a first-time buyer is 3% down. On $800,000, that's $24,000. FHA loans require 3.5% down, $28,000 on our example. 5% down is $40,000, 10% down is $80,000, 20%, the number people fixate on, is $160,000. The reason 20% gets treated like a goal is that it eliminates private mortgage insurance, which I'll come back to. But here's the real strategic question, and I want you to think about it honestly. If you have $40,000 saved and the market is moving, waiting until you have $160,000 might cost you more in appreciation than the private mortgage insurance you would have paid in the meantime. This is a math conversation worth having with your agent and your lender before you assume waiting is the safer move. There are also VA and USDA loans that can bring your down payment to zero if you qualify. And Washington State has dedicated assistance programs that can cover down payment and closing costs for qualifying buyers. I broke all those down in a full video. The link is in the description. Watch it after this one. Now, here's the place that catches buyers completely off guard. Your down payment is not the only cash you need at closing. Not even close. Closing costs in Washington State typically run between 2% and 3% of the purchase price. On $800,000, that's $16,000 to $24,000 on top of your down payment. These cover your lender fees, appraisal, title insurance, escrow settlement, and recording fees. These are not optional line items you can skip. They show up on your closing disclosure and they are due at signing. Budget 2.5% and you'll land in the safe range for most transactions. Then there are the prepaid items. These are separate items from closing costs and they catch people off guard because they do not always show up early in estimates. Prepaids includes your first year of homeowner's insurance, planned for $1,200 to $2,000 in this market. You'll also need to fund your escrow account up front, which means depositing 2 to 3 months of property taxes before your first mortgage payment is even due. In King County, property tax run roughly 1% of assessed value per year. On an $800,000 home, that's approximately $667 a month, and your lender will collect 2 to 3 months of that at closing. Prepaids typically add $3,000 to $6,000 to your cash picture. Budget toward the higher end. Before you even get to closing, there are 2 more costs to plan for during the inspection period. A home inspection in Seattle typically runs $400 to $600 paid directly to the inspector. A sewer scope, which checks the condition of the line running from the house to the street, typically costs $150 to $300 and is strongly recommended on any home built before the 1990s. Both are paid out of pocket and are non-refundable if you walk away from the deal. Budget $600 to $900 to cover both. Then there are reserves. After all of your closing funds leave your account, your lender needs to see that you still have 2 to 3 months of mortgage payments sitting in savings. This money does not get spent at closing, it stays in your account. But it must exist and be fully documented in your bank statements. Let me pull all of this together in one place. If you buy an $800,000 home with 5% down, here is your complete cash picture. $40,000 down payment, $20,000 in closing costs at 2.5%, $5,000 in prepaids, plan for another $600 to $900 for inspection and sewer scope during escrow. All in, you're looking at roughly $66,000 out the door before you get your keys. Your lender will also want to see $12,000 to $15,000 in reserves still remaining after that. So the total you need documented before you can close is somewhere in the range of $78,000 to $81,000. If you're using a down payment assistance program and coming in at 3% down, the picture changes. Your down payment drops to $24,000. Total cash to close comes closer to $50,000 with the same reserve requirements on top. Now, let's talk monthly payment, because cash to close is only half of what you need to plan for. On an $800,000 home with 5% down, your loan balance is $760,000. At current interest rates, your principal and interest payments alone run $4,700 to $4,900 a month, depending on the rate you lock. And your property taxes at about $666 a month, homeowners insurance around $150 a month, and if you're putting less than 20% down, private mortgage insurance adds approximately $200 to $350 a month until you reach 20% equity. Your total monthly payments in that scenario lands somewhere between $5,700 to $6,000. That's a real number, not what the Zillow calculator spits out. Not the estimates that forget about taxes and insurance, the actual number you need to build your life around. Here's what I want you to take from this. The buyers who get into this market cleanly are the ones who had these numbers dialed in before they started shopping, not while they were sitting across from a listing agent writing an offer under pressure. If you want to build your actual number based on your income, your savings, and your target price range in Seattle, that is exactly what a free buyer consultation is for. The link is in the description. It is specific to your situation. It does not cost you anything, and it will save you months of guessing. Book it. So here's a recap. You do not need 20% down. The real floor is 3 to 3.5% depending on the loan type. But your down payment is not your only cost. Plan for 2.5% in closing costs, $3,000 to $6,000 for prepaids, $600 to $900 for inspection and sewer scope, and a reserve cushion on top of all that. On an $800,000 home with 5% down, you're looking at roughly $66,000 out the door and a monthly payment in the $5,700 to $6,000 range. Those are the honest numbers. Now you have them. If this video gave you clarity, hit like and subscribe. I put out Seattle real estate content every week. Market updates, neighborhood breakdowns, buyer guides, all built to help you make a smart and informed move in this market. Drop a question in the comments if there is something I did not cover. I read all of them and will respond. See you on the next one.